What is up, everyone? This is one of the last talk videos before we start working on the Eclipse drag car build. I promise. I actually would love to have got started working on that by now, but in North Carolina, we have had a lot of below normal temperatures, and that really sucks. We normally don't have a winter, or not like a serious winter. We're getting where we have pretty serious winters, and we've had a ton of snow, lots of ice. There's still ice and snow out in the yard right now. And the building that we're currently in is not insulated hardly at all. So no matter what form of heat you put in it, it just doesn't stay warm in there. And I understand, building a race car, sometimes you got to put up with stuff. But that coupled with the fact that it's kind of cramped in there, it makes it kind of difficult. Now, I'm really torn because there's a part of me that wants to wait till we get the new shop built, which is right now it's going to be a 30 by 30 by 12. But I'm kind of kicking around the idea of a 30 by 40. I'd like to have that extra 10 feet. I feel like that would be big enough where I really would never need to build any bigger, where a 30 by 30, we might run out of room. But we were wanting to put that in around April or May, but I've kind of kicked that back to July or August unless things just work out really good. So that's going to be a huge hit to our savings account. And I would like to have everything in order to where as soon as we get the slab done, we get the building up, wait that month or however long they say we need to wait to let the slab cure enough and go ahead and put my 2-post lift in. I just feel like the whole experience of building a car in that would be a whole lot better. But I'm going to show you guys step by step how I build this car. We are going to have to be a whole lot more strategic because a 420A versus a 4G63, we're not going to be able to make horsepower numbers that the 4G63 is capable of. So like some of the numbers you see, like the Red Demon or Mike Waller, though it took them years to get there anyway, we're not even talking about those numbers. Just I feel like because they're DSMs, we might get compared to that. Maybe one day, okay? Maybe one day. I actually have talked to Boosted Performance about some of the parts they have on the Red Demon, getting some information on their Arrow, because being that we can't reach those horsepower numbers, really, I think the record right now for a 420A is 704 horsepower. Don't hold me to that. There's a lot of numbers being thrown out there, but it's somewhere in that ballpark. And that's a lot of horsepower. Don't get me wrong. But you're kind of limited on what you can do then based on chassis weight. Not to mention, I got to find if the drive shaft shop will make a CV axles that can hold up to that kind of power. We may have to switch to an NVT 850 by Liberty or with Liberty gears in it, so the transmission will hold up to that, because NVT 350 is not going to put up with that. A lot of things we got to figure out. But the number one thing that we need to figure out is weight. Where can we lose weight? And I'm going to show you guys that. We're going to get rid of a lot of pieces and do sheet metal. Probably, I don't know, this is in the near future. We'll get a lot of testing done before cut the front end of the car past the shock towers and put a tube front end on it. I think that will be something that'll help. Throughout this journey, we'll talk to other racers that do DSMs that are way ahead of where we are right now, and kind of learn things from them. And that's where you learn and grow. You get information from people that are already doing it, some little secrets, some little tips, I guess, that if you want to call it that. But realistically, and this is true, and I'm not saying the shop is everything, but we're really gonna get farther faster when the Eclipse is here on the property, and I can just walk out my front door and work on it. That way, when I have an idea, I don't have to drive 30 minutes to go, I wonder if this idea can work. I can immediately go out there and look at it, kind of think of how to implement it and start kind of tinkering with it. So I hate to admit this, I'm the world's worst to have an awesome idea and then walk in the next room and lose it. So I usually will like type it on the notepad in my phone. And even sometimes I forget they're there. I actually opened it up the other day, and there was some pretty good ideas that I had wrote down from the last time we were going to do a drag car build. I'm like, man, forgot all about these. But at least they were still there. But I'm going to be very in-depth. We're going to do sheet metal door panels. Couple little places that I think we can lose weight that I don't know if anyone else has ever done. But I'm going to. I think. I got to look and make sure these things are going to work. But I'm excited. Hope you guys will follow me for this, man. I need everybody's support, because when you start building a car like this, throwing money at it, it's very easy to look at it and say, this is not worth it. This is such a bad expenditure of my money. I don't see any ROI or return of investment on this. I just don't see it. And, you know, being a 420A, a lot of people, why don't you just go 4G, man? You know, and I know the odds are against it. I do, but that's why I want to build it. I just think there's a platform there that has so much more so much more potential than we've ever seen, and it's because, I mean, the other engine option is one of the greatest four cylinders ever made. So, you know, the 420A was definitely overshadowed, which I think is crazy that it doesn't get any more popularity than it does, because if you look at the 2.4 version, which is pretty much what's in the SRT4, you can see there's a ton of potential. The pistons and rods that I have that are the JE pistons and H-beam rods, we're not selling those. We're going to use them. I've already picked up a set of I'm about to say M&H. M&T, Mickey Thompson slicks with some VMS wheels. Those will be in a future video. Right now, we're waiting for it to warm up. I still need to get the SRT out of the building so I can get the Eclipse in the building. And then we can really get some progress made. I could care less about making money on YouTube, although that would be fantastic because it would help fund this build. Not even worried about that right now. I want to have fun with this. I'm ready to get it done. We've got about everything we need. Super excited. But anyways, guys, just wanted to do a video, give you guys kind of an update of what's going on. I'm not stopped the build. We're still moving forward. I'm going to start putting some shorts out that kind of me laughing at some mechanics fails. I just think it's funny. But anyway, we'll catch you guys on the next one. Hope you guys stay subscribed and follow.